It always helps if my button is working. Good morning, America! This is it. Right, here we are today. It's a great day. Man, we had an amazing day yesterday. In our company, we have some amazing things happening, and we've got some other amazing things going to be happening today. Have we? Yeah, I got one of those momentous, life-changing days going to happen today, and then Monday we are off to St. Louis, Missouri. Woo! And
go to the Arch.
But on Wednesday, we've got this really exciting story. On Wednesday,
Julian Pierce is here.
Oh, bring in the Welsh. Yeah. So on Wednesday, we may be going across to Baltimore, Maryland.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we're having a bit of a play with that. We've been invited by
Tom's
somebody.
here.
Tom's here for his favourite reality show. Got to say, it's nice weather outside, Tom. Joe Skinter's here. We've got some booze. It's Saturday here, guys. Like it's Saturday. I'll show you what it looks like outside. Boom. Well,
boom. Oh,
let's change that. That ain't happening. There we go. Like that's what it looks like outside. Yeah. Like Tom. Like, can you imagine this as being your backyard? That's 8 million people living out there. It's only just been made a first tier city. Up until about a month ago, this is what was called a second tier city. Like, not seriously a city.
That's when they made 134 new cities in China.
And this is called, down here, whether we see this, the different colors, I learned a new word because some Chinese girl asked me, what's that called? And I said, I don't know, but it's called a congruence or a conflux, right? Where rivers meet in a three-way thing like that. It's kind of like three rivers meet. There's not really three, is it? It's like one meets two.
1, 2, and then it renames
itself into the third or something. It doesn't have to be renamed to be a conflux, right? So look at that.
Look at the speed that tide's going out.
And we're at, how many feet would we be up? We'd be up
48 floors.
48 floors times, I'm guessing, 14 feet. It's a little bit high ceiling here, isn't it?
Yeah, 14 foot of floor.
So 50 stories by 14, 700 feet in the air, and this is home. Woo! Huh? It's inspiring. You can see the horizon. You can't always see the horizon here, but it makes you want to do things. I've always said to everybody, if you can't see the horizon where you live, you've got to be short-sighted in the way you deal with your life. That's my personal, it's a personal philosophy thing. So, look at that. Sensational. Look at that ugliness.
We should just stay out here.
See, I've put my... Sorted.
That's
the breakfast table right there.
Look at that ugliness.
That's where we do breakfast. That's where we do wine. Well, we got another one for wine, but... yeah, that's what we do. That's just where we do.
You don't want to sit on his couch.
Might as well wipe the floor while you're at it.
Whatever that smell was when we walked in here today.
It did smell a bit bad, didn't it?
Dunn's here.
David Dunn from Utah, Salt Lake City. David Dunn lives in. Jason Hatch is here.
How are you, buddy?
That's Perry's house. Yes. On the east coast at the shore horizon. Yes. See, that is the epitome of inspiration. It's like this, seeing everything, you know. It's a macro view, helicopter view, God view, being able to see a lot and then be able to think about a lot. If you only live in a little flat and you look out the window and you can see the place next door, it just isn't quite as inspiring. No. You stare into a brick wall. I've done that once. That's what taught me, because actually when I was in North Sydney,
I always wonder what
I just separated from Harry's mum, and I moved into this little brick place, which was I was in the city because I had a good job, and then I rented this little apartment, and it was just a tiny little block place. I thought that's enough, that's all I need, and then looking out straight out, 15 feet is another brick place, right? So, and I didn't even want to go home. I never went home.
No, you wouldn't want to.
Right?
You wouldn't want to.
You can't do that. You've got to live with a view. Yes. Got a philosophy to start the day.
We're flying on jets on Monday, Tuesday, Jason.
No, Jason, I slept last night, so I haven't read all my messages yet, but that's the hard part about our lives, is that if we had a hot day yesterday and we cleaned up the warehouse, made it look fantastic. Alan Carr's here. Welcome, Alan. Thank you. Good to see you. And And so it was boiling hot, and we cleaned up the factory and made everything beautiful for today, and died completely. Well, we had a few beers, but we hadn't had lunch, so that was kind of wiped us out.
The breakfast at 7, that was it.
That's why they make sake. Yes. Well, the
Yes,
sake
we could
is
have
the
done with
Japanese.
some
The
sake
Japanese
last
do
night.
booze right, right?
We could have done with that last
Oh my
night.
God! If you'd have had sake, you'd have gone off your chops. You
That would have been a good way to
been the
be.
dancing. You've got your dancing shoes on. Paul-Andre Boucher. I'll tell you about Paul-Andre Boucher.
He's a
Paul-Andre
good boy.
Boucher, he's a good lad, right? He's had a run-in with his boss, and his boss is a good dude, right? But obviously it's a little bit of
Bunch
tension
of
between them.
cheese,
I want a bunch of N-jets for the bronze brush, from the bronze brush. Well, they're just the standard, jets that we put together. But anyway, we can put a handful of jets together, I believe. So
All right.
PA's done a fantastic job in French-speaking Canada,
Yes.
promoting Reach It and passionate about Reach It. But more than anything, PA led, I think, globally. There's some other guys that are right up there with him, but I think globally he led the adaptation of the constructor brush. And the application of the constructor brush, and proactively changing it and trying it and changing it and trying it.
Oh,
And
yeah,
this
for
is
sure.
not a dude who's just a little one-man band.
No.
He's actually an employee of a fairly large company, but he'd go home at night and fiddle. And people say you shouldn't have to fiddle with a product, but if PA hadn't have fiddled with a product, if PA hadn't have modified constructor, there would still today be aspects about constructor that none of us would know. Yeah? And one of the ones which he discovered was, for example, being able to cut. We already knew we could cut constructor to size, but when he's working on commercial buildings which have got the mullions, what PA did is cut the centre bristles of the constructor. Like, where's the constructor brush? Over here. I got one. I got the bronze brush.
Oh, you've been using that on your couch.
I need to use
My
it on.
God.
I need to use it on my windows. I've actually got concrete on the windows upstairs. I was going to bring some water supply home. So this is a bronze brush, but imagine this was your normal bristles. So, and we make if you have a look at that, we make the end cap bristles longer so that they splay into the corners. What PA did, right, is that where am I? PA cut because I'm in reverse, right? PA cut the bristles here, trying to get that at the right angle, and then cut his end cap bristles short. Yeah? So the end cap bristles were shorter and the main bristles were longer. The main bristles went into the corner and to the top edge, and these bristles, the side bristles, actually cleaned the frames at the same time. So he's able to clean.
Oh, yeah.
These bristles are sitting on the high frame, cleaning the frame in the same stroke.
Yeah.
Yeah? Like, he was the first guy to do that.
He
And loads of
improvised
other
and did
things. He was the one who configured the brush in amazing ways. And PA was also the first person to put the jets across the bottom, because he realized that on the downstroke, that is actually where you're pulling the dirty water off the glass. And if we could add a little bit more water to the bottom of the brush, he's going to have more water to pull the dirty water off the glass. And then, as a result of that, we realised that it's true, because we've got a blade here and the water doesn't go back up through the brush, that we pull dirty water off the glass, and then the hydro blade is actually just leaving pure water on the glass. It's not trying to rinse. Like if you're using pencil jets, you're trying to chase the dirty water off the glass.
Who the hell wants to do that?
So what I've done, PA's, broken up with his boss, and he hasn't got a whole lot of money. So I said to him, "What? I'll send you the gear you need to get going again." He's got some other friends that he's going to work with,
It's good building.
and then he's going to pay us back. So
for sure.
he's done a lot for us, and so a friend in
Give
need
back.
is a friend indeed. Huh?
And you give back.
Yeah, that's like Johnny. That's the kind of guy Johnny is. Johnny, when he came to work for me, he says, "This is what I want, and I'm going to be there. Whatever you need me to do, whatever at the time it is, whatever job it is, I will be there." Doesn't it?
No, we do it.
And we do it. So yesterday, he's meant to sleep during the day, and he was in the office, and we had some things going on, and so we said, "Come and help me clean the factory," and a few other things. We had a company meeting and a few things, and so Johnny came in, and then he will do that. He doesn't say that's not my job. You know what I mean? And I think that these are the people that make life really fun.
Exactly.
Build these kind of people around.
Oh, a lot of guys in life, a lot of people in life will just stand and go, "Oh no, that's not for me to do. I only do office work, or I only."
I'm employed in sales.
Yeah.
Why am I in the factory?
I'm in
Sales says
why
I
I'm
don't go
in
to the factory. But we had our accountant out there. He was
With
leading the
everybody.
cleanup. We had We had absolutely everybody that wasn't on essential. We had dispatch. Dispatch stayed on dispatch.
Casey Joe's here, Andy Murrow's here.
Five more flows got out yesterday. Yes. That was exciting.
Yes, 5 flows on the go.
I got 28 in stock, so if anybody wants one, we can ship it. It'll be there in 3 to 4 days.
It'll be shipped straight away. You won't have to wait.
And they got the new handles on them. The ones that went out yesterday got the new handles on them.
Yep.
And not the feet yet. The feet are being worked on. How to get
the feet.
Sub-assembly system process. Hey, Casey. How are you?
Hey, buddy, your
I
flows
saw there's a
today.
message from you, but I haven't.
His flows left today.
Oh, great. His flow left
His
yesterday.
flow left yesterday,
Yeah.
and his pro's already on the way.
Right, and then the other message that you left me I haven't read yet. I read the top of it and said, okay, I'll come back to that. Randy Merrow is here. That's great.
David Dean.
Dean Miller.
Oh,
You have to
Dean
go
Miller.
back, Dean, to yesterday, last night, 12 hours ago, we did a live, and I was thinking about you the whole time as I let the camera focus on some of the beauties that work for us.
Oh, that's right. You keep talking about him. I was wondering whether you'd actually changed
This is
teams or something.
Dean Miller's got yellow fever. He just loves to look at beauty. That's a term here when a guy moves to China and he gets all like chasing after tail. Then, for want of a better term,
Tail.
we call it yellow fever. And Noah's here. Noah, commiserations to you, my friend. It's a sad week for you. He lost his dad.
Oh,
His dad's
no.
really a famous person in the industry.
That's no good.
He did a whole lot. His dad was the ex-president of IWCA. So see if we can bring you some cheer, my friend. You know.
Lever sets are done. They're already in stock. TJ just ordered.
Yeah, we're a good distraction. Good morning from San Diego.
Surf Diego.
Surf Diego. Oh, I didn't read the see. I didn't put my glasses on. I just guessed. San Diego. Yeah. David Marroquin is here. That's good. So let's have a look. What do we got on the news today, House? And we're going to have a little bit of a news day today. We're going to trying a different format today. Oh my God! Those are urinals, right? So that's pretty weird. Like you want to take a leak into one of those. Like how would you feel, Johnny? I don't know. I don't know if you'd fit. You'd fit.
Would you?
No, I would. You wouldn't.
You're not supposed to sit in them.
Big old one, right? I've never seen it. I don't.
What's the little button for?
No, but these are mouths, right?
Yeah.
So there's a little button at the top. But anyway, so actually, this is just a pretty picture of a urinal in Europe, in Germany. This is how they do it. They think it's funny, right? You got a piss in the mouth.
I actually saw a post like this of there's a big
the
public
Donald Trump
toilet.
photo.
No, there's a big public toilet photo in Japan, in Tokyo, and they've got a big public toilet system, and it's all like this.
Did they have faces painted around them? Because what they did, somebody came to one of these and painted Donald Trump around it.
So what they could do is they could put Monica around one, and then they could have a broken one on the end and call that Hillary.
No.
And have Bill standing in the middle.
So you can tell which side he swings to, right? Anyway, so the story is insane, right? What happened is this truck driver has fallen asleep at a truck stop, and the thieves have got into his truck and taken 500 cases of the little smelly things that you put in a urinal cakes they call them.
Yeah.
You know, you piss on them and they smell better, right? So they took 500 cases. So they said, you know, nobody knows whether they intended to take them. I'm sure they've got a resale value, or whether they just busted into a truck.
They get home and find
out that they've got urinal cakes, right? Like, you'd probably be able to work out where they are by the smell. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
Someone's else will smell rather nice or bad.
TJ's here.
The Heisenberg of
Sitting on
they put him in a bed.
lay them as a bed, smelly bed, that's it. So, Breaking Bad, maybe they're going to inject them with, some chemicals and then ship them as a drug thing.
Oh.
Yeah, that could work. Like, I'm starting to think smart now. I'm just thinking Breaking Bad. Yeah, Empire stuff. Empire. Yeah. What else?
That doesn't smell like crap, wouldn't it?
It would actually, because it's all that menthol and
Trying to
everything.
snort it. Oh. Damn.
Yeah, John, we need on that one.
So that happened in Germany, of all places. Like, all right, what's the next story? what have we got for you today? I've got a really funny one.
You got a
This
mad
is my
one?
favourite one. The
Oh, look at
oh,
these
this one.
lollies.
Now, this is actually, I'm very passionate about this, right? You guys don't know yet how passionate about this story I am, but this is a story out of the United States which said, opioid epidemic, not the banking system, for blame for falling US labor participation. That's your federal chief Yellen telling it, right? So what it's saying is that there's so much opioid use among the young people that they've lost the motivation to work, the drive to work, the ability to work, and all of that. So I'm interested in what you think about that, because this is the issue, one of the issues I'm tackling on behalf of the window cleaning industry with Harrison. I've got to give full credit to him, is we are tackling the issue of how to hire people in the industry. Because window cleaning is never going to take the same status as an industry as pressure washing if we can't A, get the hourly rate up, and B, hire people who are going to stay.
No,
so
hire
you get
people that
skills,
can pass drugs
develop
tests for
skills.
a
Like
start-off.
you've seen us for 6 years develop educational programs on how to be a better window cleaner to try and help our customers sort of deliver that. But if you can't hire the guy, you've got a problem. You can't keep the guy. So having trained them, right?
Yeah.
Like there's no job where you don't want the guy to stay longer. So we're addressing that seriously, isn't it?
So that's why
Like I'm holding my tongue because I can't say anything.
when Jason interviews 10 people, he drug tests them all. How many do you manage to
Yeah, how
get
many
a
do you get?
second
Like
interview,
everybody, put up your
Jason?
drug
One?
test statistics.
Do you get one through for a second interview?
Johnny wants to watch, right?
That was Harrison asking if he could watch.
I'm just throwing it on you because nobody can see Harrison. Right. Harrison did come up with the idea of watching. That's a bit weird.
Yeah, they're all a pack of methods.
That's how you do a real drug test.
Yeah, you have to watch them watch. Oh yeah. They bring their little bag of their girlfriend's piss, right?
And then they go, oh shit, you're pregnant,
Oh.
Terry. God damn.
I knew that.
We can make millions.
That's what all the Chinese chicks
See,
tell us
there you
with our
go,
beer belly.
37 applicants, one guy on board.
Wow.
Was that because he was the only one that passed the drugs test?
Where's the rest of the words, Harry? And I'll show you what Yellen said, right? What Yellen was yelling. Right? Many individuals with less education are finding it difficult to be placed in jobs that are middle-income jobs, Yellen said. And so this perhaps intensified during the recession, but it is a much longer-lasting trend. We've seen now, unfortunately, this is likely tied to the opioid crisis. Now, the opioid crisis is actually driven by the illegalization of marijuana, right, as part of it, and the legalization and the big drug companies taking the opioids and putting them into prescription tablets which you can buy over the counter, so that the illegal market, right, but it goes on. Opioids include prescription painkillers such as oxycodone. I don't know the
Oxycodone.
because I don't take.
Fentanyl.
Do you take any drugs? You only take heart pressure tablets, right? No, blood pressure tablets.
Blood pressure.
I don't take any drugs at all. I take some vitamins and I take some nootropics.
91 people
On
die of
nootropics.
opioid use every
Yeah,
day.
every day in America.
God damn.
Like, that's insane, right? So, and also heroin. 91 people die, so they know it's a problem. It's costing $78.5 billion a year according to the Center of Disease and Control, right?
Well, then there's one way
Like, there's
to,
an epidemic there.
there's
and
one way to help stop this problem though.
What? Get them to work.
No, make it illegal for politicians and parties to get funded by these big drug companies.
100%.
So many politicians get funded by drug companies
Yep.
and get a $10 million check or a
It's a
$100 million
massive
check
industry.
so that you can pass
And I've got news for you. It's not the same all over the world.
No.
It's not. Right?
Not.
There are places where it doesn't happen.
You know why, sir?
Why?
Because that in order to run for president or to run for election, it costs so much money.
Yeah, because your election process costs so much money that people have to have backers. Except Trump, of course, because he had his own
I
money.
bet you he got no money from drug dealers.
No, but he didn't want them. Right?
Exactly.
But these guys are
Drain
killing
the
people.
swamp.
Drain the swamp, I believe in that.
Be like the Philippines, just have them all shot.
Ah, there's no doubt that cannabis is an amazing drug. Just like, I don't know if you know your story, but in American, pardon me, is colloidal silver. Is basically two electrodes, one of them silver,
You drink it.
and it draws the silver into a solution in distilled water, like demineralized water like we use in winter cleaning. And then and you drink little bits of it every day, and it naturally heals everything, right? And it got made in the whole of the West. It got made an illegal formula. illegal.
Illegal because
Pushing
the big
people
drug
towards the drug
companies are
companies and the
making
ointment
no
companies
money
and
out of
whatever.
it.
And now,
So the
now,
politicians in their pockets passed it as illegal.
50 years later, you can buy a Band-Aid with colloidal silver on it. Like 50 years later, it's now something you can actually read on a
the drug
prescription.
companies make
The drug companies couldn't use colloidal silver because it's so effective. They want to use
Yeah.
all the other things, right?
they make
What's
millions
the
out of
point of having one cure-all
Yeah.
thing? Like, how are you going to make billions of dollars out of that? There it is.
Exactly.
Colloidal silver. Is it safe? Nice, Harrison. That's the stuff,
Safe as
right? So, there's some really interesting stuff going on out there. Now, if you go to the Philippines, like my favorite guy,
Oh, he's
Turkey,
awesome.
that dude is cleaning up the drug problem in a pretty harsh way.
But it works. You got to get rid of them somehow.
Yep, he says, if somebody's a drug dealer, shoot the fucker.
Yep.
That's what he says. Just go and shoot him. And then he says, when I was the mayor, I went and shot some. Like, like he said it himself. He went out and went boom, right? You're gone.
Well, it's got to be a far better way than spending millions and millions of dollars every year taking these pieces of shit through court,
Yeah.
and then charging them, and then going, "Oh, Perry, I'm sorry that your mummy smacked you on the bum when you were little, and that's why you're now a big drug dealer. We'll slap you on the hand and give you
No, that's
5
what happens in New
years."
Zealand, that's for sure. I don't know
And
what happens in
then
America.
they
I don't know
keep
what happens in
dealing with
America.
them
I don't know what happens in America. That's what happens in New Zealand, right? Everybody gets let off because, like,
In New
somebody
Zealand,
did
they
something to
shoot-
them when they were a kid,
In
right?
America, they shoot the witnesses, and the judges get
Oh,
bored
well,
or
at the high
die.
level. We don't want to go to the extreme, right? Because otherwise nobody will believe it when you talk, right? So you've got to go, no. That happens too, right? Some places, some cases. But it's horrific.
So we should go to the Philippines.
But the Philippines, what he's done is he's basically gone door to door and found all the people who are on drugs, and he said to them, dob in your drug dealer.
Yep.
Right? The person doesn't dob in the drug dealer. They say, well, therefore you are the drug dealer. Right? So then they face the death penalty. And what has happened, they've killed about 6,000 people, but it's nothing like the number of people that are dying every day from being drug takers. Right? I mean, I was talking to one of the boys on one of the threads maybe 3 months ago, and in one town they had like 12 guys die, young guys, like window cleaner age guys, 24 to 34. 12 guys die in the same town in 3 month period. Like that's taxpayers,
Yep.
fathers, grandfather, like the cascading cost of a lost life for such bullshit as a drug like being injected into your arm is
Madness.
It's madness.
Or snorted.
Or snorting, or whatever. I don't know. See, I don't know much about how to take drugs.
No, you like some of my famous drugs are smoked.
So they're inhaled through the lungs
Yeah,
with fire, right?
like meth.
Okay, meth. There you are. Harrison's the expert.
That's the drug.
Meth.
That should not be
Meth.
but
They like you could have watched it on Breaking Bad or something like that. I don't know how you found out. But I can see that you got nice clean eyes.
Oh, look, we've missed some.
Okay, here we go. All right, let's have a talk about this.
I minister to it.
Minister to the addicted. We lost 30 people over the last 1.5 years of all educational background.
Yeah.
Right, 30 people in a year in
Death from
18
drugs
months.
doesn't just
To a
pick
month.
on the poor, it picks on everybody.
And Tom,
It's
I
got
know
no-
Tom. Tom's in a little part of New Jersey, right?
Yeah.
He's not in like New York City, and he's out there, scraping the streets of homeless, right?
Right.
He's talking about real people.
Yeah.
And this is, so, like, it's become normal for America, and that's the thing which I always want to let you know is that that's not normal everywhere, And in the Philippines, the dude's cleaning it up. He said, I would rather be called Hitler, right, of my country, the other Hitler, and leave my country free of the scourge of drugs, right? He's prepared to go there. So what they've done, and they fingerprint everybody, they take them to the town hall. The drug people who dob in their Breaking Bad, that's great. So the people that dob themselves in, right? They thumbprint them, identify them, take them to the town hall, enroll them in a rehabilitation program, and everything goes on, life as normal,
Yeah.
right? Those people get recovered. The people that are the drug dealers, who are dealing down death,
Get
right?
lead poisoning.
And everybody's normalized it to the point that you go, oh, they have some rights. Like, rights what? Rights to kill people?
100,000 in Tomstown.
Right? Tom comes from a town of 100,000 and 30 people have died of drugs that he knows about, that he's ministering to because he's a second job pastor. And
In a year and a half.
in a year and a half. Like, come on, cut that bullshit, right? We've got to step up. Like evil wins when good people say nothing, Yeah, we've got to step up on this stuff and say no. This is what I believe. If you deal drugs, right, and you have one customer die, third-degree murder, unintentional. If you deal drugs and you have a second customer die of an overdose or anything related to you dealing drugs, second-degree murder, right? Intentional. You serviced them with a deadly poison, no different than the bitch that fucking shoves arsenic into her husband's food or something like that, right? Now, third time, first-degree murder, capital punishment, kill the fucker. That's what I believe.
I agree.
Death penalty to drug dealers. That's what I believe.
Joseph reckons drink more.
Drink more. Alcohol's not good, but it's not bad like that.
Drug is too much of an umbrella term. Right? You've got different
Deadly drug dealers. Deadly drug dealers.
You've got,
That's what I believe. Yeah, because the guy who's like passing out weed or what is it, HTC oil or something, I don't know how you say it, the weed oil or the hash or all that stuff. The guy who's doing that is not killing people. He's not the guy I want killed or in jail or anything. It's the guy who's getting people killed by what he's doing, and he knows they're dead because they don't buy any more the next day. Right? They read it on the news, and he doesn't stop. Like if that's me, if I have something which kills people, right, I'm going to stop.
Yeah.
Exactly. What's the next news article?
Okay.
This one fucking depressing.
Ah, come on, Johnny, come on.
Joseph, have a
Powerful. We're going to change
Have a
the
drink,
world
Joseph.
with our little show. We're gonna... Oh, here's another one. Right? Here's another one. Conor McGregor. Woo! This man. I hope you guys are following him. This is the fight of the century, maybe the fight of all time. Like Gladiators gone. Maybe David and Goliath was the last fight in the same league as this. Not that they were David and
God, he
Goliath,
looks
man.
gay in those pants.
Oh, you love that, Johnny.
looks
I
like
know.
that.
I've seen you wear shit like that. You go back and you told us already. In the 1970s, you would have worn those. Like with your
I saw what you were wearing in the
with your
70s.
big package hanging out the front. You know, your pack of socks in there. I know how you used to roll, buddy. Huh?
Yeah, I'm wondering if he does
Do
support.
you reckon he pulls girls or guys with those pants?
I reckon with those pants on, he's trying to get another crowd to like him and watch.
I think you immediately went there because you're kind of closet.
Look,
There's a little part of
the guy in
you.
the background is actually watching him going, mate,
Yeah.
no, I don't want a piece of
That
him.
dude's looking at his ass. There's
Yeah.
no doubt about
The
that.
other one's going, I want a piece of him.
No, you see, Johnny, I think you're secretly
Hidden in the
jealous.
cupboard.
Yeah.
Who would be jealous of pants like that?
So this is Conor McGregor, right? This dude is like if you want to talk like rags to riches, this dude's from Ireland, by the way. He's not American. So what he says may be more racist to Americans than it is to the rest of us.
But he
Because we
comes-
don't
but he comes from Ireland.
we didn't grow up with race issues, like the same race issues as Americans. But it's because we didn't. There's no other country that had an issue with slavery like America had slavery, right? And so the isolation and let's call it an apartheid of sorts, right? The apartheid of people based on skin color didn't happen as much in other countries, or didn't happen at all. So if it never happened at all,
Okay.
well,
They
sure,
have real
but they understand race, right?
Yeah.
But if it never happened at all, then you find people are able to talk
There's a
about.
race getting from A to B.
Yes.
How fast you can do it.
That's it.
But every white guy can say this.
Everybody says they want to be.
No, this line, I'm half black and everybody.
I haven't, but Johnny might have.
I have.
What's
Are
that?
you?
I've,
You think you're that big?
No, but
Oh,
I've said it.
okay. This is a joke, I know.
Conor McGregor sells more tickets on pay-per-view than anyone can, and that's the true fact.
Yeah. And this dude, Conor McGregor, right? 5 years ago, am I right?
5 years ago, he was on welfare.
I was on welfare, social security, whatever you want to call
Living
it.
in a trailer.
Like food stickers, living on a trailer, but he was working his ass off being trained.
This is his rap from his band.
For his what?
You know, like you rap your band.
Oh, you rap your band?
Yeah.
Right?
So he lived in a van?
No, he's got his tattoo across his chest.
Yeah.
It's the exact same thing as rapping his band.
Oh,
Yeah.
how's that relevant to where he used to live?
It's not. It's
Oh, okay. So, no, because I'm just sort of running that he was broke before. It's a rags to riches
Yeah.
story of probably, like if he wins this fight, it will go
Oh,
down
yeah.
as one of the greatest and fastest. Like he's gone from nothing, living on Social Security, to a $100 million paycheck for 4 rounds
Well,
of boxing.
he'll do it in 4 rounds.
He's come out and said he's going to do it in 4 rounds. $100 million. And that's just one dude. Like, there's got to be something in all of us that can be inspired by that. Like, I'm not doing everything I can to make a difference, to change the world, to improve myself, to be better, right? Look, like, dang, this guy's inspiring. And he's got the whole world following him. He's got the whole world following him.
He does.
And he's a shit talker from hell, isn't he?
Oh, well, but they have to be in that industry.
Yeah.
So they roll the other guy up, other guy gets rolled and so wild that when he gets in the ring, he doesn't quite remember what he's supposed to do.
What sport do you think shit talk? Do you call it shit talk in America?
We
trash
shit-
talk.
we
You call
shit
it
talk.
yeah. So you call it trash talk. We call it shit talk.
We shit talk in rugby.
Yeah.
All the time.
Where?
They do
When?
it in cricket.
Cricket. That's what I was going to. I was wondering if you bring up cricket. Cricket is a 5-day sport,
Although
and
they've
it's
now
all played in the mine. That's all,
the
no.
PC correct wankers that run the world now have said, oh no, that's naughty that you walk past them and go, I'll take another one, Dave. Oh God, your mother, that dog's ass looks prettier than your mummy. And the PC correct people are going, oh, that's naughty. You're not allowed to talk to people like that on the sports.
Yeah.
They're actually getting
They're
fined
getting
for
fined
it now.
for trash talking.
Which is
now,
a joke.
Because now that the mental game is gone, you can't put a guy off his game like you could in the old days.
Yeah, it's called
like
sledging.
sometimes sledging. Yeah, there it is. On cricket, it's called sledging. And in the old days, they were masters of sledging because basically it's like baseball where you've got a ball coming at you at about the same speed, but the game lasts for 5 days, and a guy can stay at the bat, right?
For 4 days.
For 4 days. It's happened, right?
Yeah.
And it's like very rare, like goes down every 10 years where somebody can stay out and face the ball over and over again.
Relentlessly.
And he's got to have that much attention. And if somebody can distract them, just one thing, like your shoelace is undone, or, I just did this with your mother, it doesn't matter what they say, but their job is to try and take his mind out for a split second.
Tell your girlfriend she left her undies in my apartment last night.
Fuck, these are all the old stories, right? Oh, I know you used to say them all. Because he used to play rugby. Yeah, that's Ruggers. So, there you
We got
go.
anything mad to put up there today?
Mad. Let's go mad.
We got anything mad?
Yeah. See, so much window cleaning talk so much lately. We're going to go, into... Yes! This one! Mad Max! Right? So, they've just taken over Mosul, right? And this is what they found, is these crazy... Where's my head out of the way?
SUVs dressed up like Mad Max vehicles.
These dudes, these are the terrorists, the ISIS terrorists, have been converting cars into, so you can see the back of this one, right? That's the SUV, four-wheel drive, whatever it is. And the front, they've been putting steel plates so that they can drive them around. And
like Mad Max.
It's hilarious, it's so Mad Max. This one we call the Ned Kelly,
Yeah.
right? So they're our most famous criminal of all time in Australia and New Zealand.
He
Well,
walked
Australia.
around with
He
a hat
made
on
himself
like
a
that.
steel hat like that and walked around with it, right?
So he couldn't get
okay,
shot.
Harrison will bring up a Ned Kelly shot. So these dudes, are just, I think it's hilarious. They're turning, look at them, the different turrets, you can see they're all individual.
They really thought about how they weren't going to get bloody shot and killed.
Right, but the best one is coming yet, right? But I'm not going to show you because Harry's going to bring up the Ned Kelly, right? So
Here
this
comes
dude
Ned
here he comes. Bada bing, bada bomb. So this is a true story. Our most famous criminal, right, is this dude, Ned Kelly, and he made himself a steel hat and he used to hold up people, like you guys in the Wild West, with the right? Horses, yeah, that thing. And then he would hold them up and,
That thing.
yeah. What happened to old Ned?
He got shot.
Shot or hung?
They got shot.
Oh, he had a shootout at the end, right?
When he put this hat on, when he made this steel hat is when he had the big shootout with the authorities. And he thought the steel hat would mean that he couldn't get shot and killed because they couldn't shoot him in the head. Yeah.
First Iron Man.
Man.
Yeah, I like that. He's a bit of a dude. So ISIS, took our Ned Kelly and painted their truck up and gave us the old Ned Kelly
truck.
So these are their defensive systems. Now have a look at this one. This is the cleverest of all in this article, right? And this is a container where they've dismantled a tank, right? And they've put the tank turret in the container and welded and bolted and welded and bolted it down. So let's have a look at the next one close up. There it is, right? So you got this tank turret. So now what they said is that, when they were dragging this thing around, nobody can tell that that's a tank. So then they're not going to bomb them or whatever. Hey, Chris, good to see you.
They really thought of it.
This is World News Day. No, Chris Daly. It is Chris Dorber's birthday today.
Conor
That's
McGregor's
it.
birthday.
It's Conor, mate, 2 champions. Champions. See this guy? This is Chris Wagger Dorber. If you don't know this guy in the window cleaning community, you should follow him. He's on YouTube. He's a DIY guru, right? The last 15 years he's been making little videos about how to make things faster, easier, whatever. And I went to see Chris in 2013, and he explained to me his thoughts on swivels and swivel brushes and stuff like that. And Chris Dorber, we give total credit to the side-to-side swivel design. He didn't design it because he's a DIY guy, but we gave the videos of Lee Burbage was with me, and we filmed all the conversations, and we gave those videos of all his thoughts to our engineer. Pardon me. And we were able. There's no doubt that side to side is the best swivel in the market because there's some keys and in-depth knowledge and secrets that Chris Dorber gave us, and that is how side to side became. So he goes down in the reach of history as one of the
Jason
influential
Hedge is off to work.
DIY guys. What are you going to clean, Jason? What are you going to clean at that hour? What time is it there? He's in Central Time, I think, or Mountain Time. So if it's what's the time here?
Oh, what store are you going to, Jason?
My watch says it's 00:35.
You call it the store.
The store. He's a good guy. Okay, have a look at this story. Let's go to the words. So we're talking about solar panel cleaning. Nicholas Preeb put this up in Waterfed Pole Talk. Now, if you're not a member of Waterfed Pole Talk group, you should be joining it today, right? You find it on Facebook. It's got like, I don't know, 2,200 window cleaners, but there's no, like, we have vetted every single member. We haven't got like Indians like pumping the place full. I've gone through some of the other groups, like you could just piss yourself laughing if you just go through the memberships in the other groups where they've got 4,000 and 5,000 members, and you go through and you just click on their profiles and they're like, oh, I'm a nurse at, XYZ hospital in Pakistan, right?
Yeah.
And you go, okay. Like,
fake.
so we have no fake memberships
people
in Waterfed Pole
here.
Talk group. Great conversation. What happened in the old days?
And we don't have anyone in there.
Huh?
You can buy all those likes online really easy.
Yeah, we can buy, like, we get emails all the time saying, do you want likes, do you want posts, do you want, no, not posts, but do you want likes, to your threads and stuff like that. So but we have genuine, like, Facebook wrote to me the other day and said you've got 70,000, you've liked 70,000 posts in your time on Facebook, and people have liked your posts 71,000 times. So they're kind of like balanced. But I'm sure Facebook can see if they're real or not, right? Yeah. So they'll be rewarding the people that are doing it, right?
And we
I've
don't
always
deliberately
believed
have anyone in our groups that we get just to pump us up and rubbish other people.
that.
either.
No, you won't see
like
that.
those other guys do.
And quite often I intervene and say, let's not have that conversation here, right? We will have that conversation somewhere
Constructor
else.
just performed well on paint over spray windows.
Yes! That's the news I was waiting for!
Good.
Who said that?
Josh.
Put my glasses on.
Melinda.
Gloves? Got Josh.
Josh.
I didn't even know Josh. I
Josh,
don't
did
think.
you get a normal constructor
Have we
brush
met?
or a bronze wool brush? Or a beast?
Yeah, if you've got bronze wool, that's the news I'm looking for. Is
Which one did you get? I can see if you got one.
Is no, let's have a look at this. So what Nicholas Preeb said, 5 minutes with 16-inch constructor brush and hydro blade, over half done. Previously with off glass rinse, this job took 1 hour. Let's go back to the job, Harry. Zoom in. So there he is. He's 5 minutes in. He's done from here, from there to there, to there, in 5 minutes. And that whole job used to take an hour. Like, that's the kind of change. That's why we have a little bit of hate out there right now, right? Because
they can't do it.
Changing the industry, and people are realizing that they can work faster and earn $200 an hour, $250 an hour, $300 an hour, and that's what some of the other people are saying that they can help people do is make more money.
Oh,
but they don't have
million,
what it
okay.
takes to make more money. What did he order?
No, I'll find it. It's under art. I know the one.
Ah, is
I
that?
know the one.
Who's Josh? Who's Art?
Josh must work for art.
Ah, got it. Art's a good lad,
Yeah.
right? He's a good friend of ours. Great. Well, welcome to the show, Josh. Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the...
Now that ladder with a ladder leveler.
Letter with the ladder.
Can you say that? A ladder with a ladder leveler.
It's just normal constructor brush.
Ah, normal constructor brush. Great. Great, but wait till you see this little baby,
Wait
Josh.
till
You get
use the bronze
Art
brush.
to have a look at this. That is a constructor with Hydroblade with bronze wool in the middle. Yeah, that's pretty damn amazing. Yeah.
Exactly, Scott. Some people don't like winners. Oh, I'll sort your one out soon too, Josh. I kind of crashed and died and burned last night.
Yeah, we got a few things to sort out. What is this?
What's this? Looks like iPhone cases.
So that, I pulled that up from a Casey Neistat video.
Right.
But that is what they call, what's it called? Something like, so when you get likes on Instagram, people follow your pages.
Oh, I remember that. Here. Pass you this, right? Because people can't hear. It's called a click station or something like that.
This is called something like a quick station.
They found it in Thailand.
So they're all over the world, but usually in like Thailand, China, not really one locked into that. But what they do is they buy thousands of cheap phones, and you can buy likes to your Instagram, followers to your Instagram. People can attend groups. So all they do is they run a simple process. They go, all right, every one of these phones, go to this page, like it.
So those are not
Join
phone
your
covers. Those are actual phones.
They're actual cheap phones.
Yeah, cheap smartphones.
With individual accounts, all
Yep.
like they just set them up once.
Yeah.
And then they can run one system process that they all do the same thing. Just go to this page, like,
Yes.
right? That's it.
Yes.
Right. So you can buy 5,000 likes really easily on the Insta.
That's how they do it.
I got that from a Casey Neistat video, which is doing for which actually works for CNN.
Right.
But they just did this thing like Beam News, and that's from that video.
And that story
You can
was
find it on
actually
Casey Neistat's channel.
that I know that photo. That was I know that photo was from Thailand. Thank you, Harry. That's good. That photo was from Thailand, and they were liking a Taobao product.
Oh, were they?
Yeah. They busted them on. They tracked them back through Taobao things. Yeah, but that's what they do. They have what they call light stations or click stations. There you go. So, you guys got any questions for us today? Like I've been rambling away. Who's still here? Alan Carr, are you still here? I was going to bring on Alan on, but I had all this news to tell. Now it's time's gone by.
Sorry, I'm just doing someone's order.
Oh, Johnny's working on an order.
Yeah.
Woo!
Mini form.
Mini
With a
four.
lot of other
Dang,
things.
we've had a good month.
Oh, did
Right.
they want a bronze brush?
We're on the
I've
roll
forgotten.
again. On the roll again.
Original brush, I should have mentioned about the bronze brush. On the
Should have.
peanut.
Upgrade him. Upgrade him if he's doing a second brush. Yes. What other news have I got, Harry? Is that the end of our photos?
That was it.
Oh. Wow. Sure, I've nearly run out of breath.
There's been so much snow in New Zealand at the moment.
Yeah.
In Hawke's Bay. Hawke's Bay has been, there's areas in Hawke's Bay, the low-lying areas like Napier, Hastings, all the little towns, have been getting snow for the first time in 110, 120 years.
Global warming.
How can it be global warming when it's snowing?
Yeah. Well,
How does that
climate
happen?
change? It's now called climate
Oh,
change.
so we reword it because
Yeah.
we were so wrong in
now,
the first place.
It's super cold now,
We
right?
were so
now
wrong in
it's-
the first place, we reword it. Yes. And in 2 years' time, when there's no more snow, they go, oh,
Yeah,
it's global warming
again, right? See, we told you it was global warming.
Exactly.
Right? So,
It's all a crock of dung.
it is. Well, I mean, like, the thing is that we could be doing something towards it, but the most important thing is that we're looking on how to track it and measure it.
Fred and Wilma Flintstone weren't driving cars when the Ice Age hit and all the dinosaurs froze and died, were they?
No, they
So
were
that's
not.
that's called climate
Oh,
change.
you know what you should pull up is the Antarctic, the
big crab.
largest ice
The
berg
trillion ton iceberg.
has just broken away from Antarctica, and they're going to have to redraw all the maps.
Yeah.
Right? That's a lot of school books they're going to have to do because part of Antarctica is now an island.
That's all right, Al Gore will make millions more telling another story.
Ali, good to see you here. Yeah, we do like to make sure that you get what you need, Tom.
We do, we certainly try,
Yeah.
Tom.
And we look after people. We look after the people we like.
Oh, we spoke about Tom again last night.
I know. I
remember?
wonder whether to do that or not. Anyway, we can talk to Tom.
We can talk to Tom.
Yeah.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, we've got an idea.
Yeah, the
Like,
flat earth people,
you know,
agreed.
we're we're a little bit creative. You know, we're just trying to think.
We got
how
an
do-
idea
how do
for
we
you,
solve
Tom.
this situation?
We got an idea for you.
That's true.
Flat earth.
Oh! How big is the Antarctic iceberg? Larsen C. It's called Larsen. That's a pretty nice name
Yeah.
for an iceberg. Like if I had a son, I wouldn't
You
call
do
him
have
Larsen.
two sons.
I have two sons, but I wouldn't call him Larsen.
Just reminding you.
But anyway, it's not a bad name. Larsen C.
There's actually another shot.
And it's 8 miles across compared to New York, right? Here's Manhattan Island, I'm guessing. Yeah, right there.
There's another shot. It's so long it stretches from Queensland and it stretches from the top of Queensland right down to below Sydney.
Well, let's have a
How
look
long
and see
it
if we can find that shot. That sounds way too. That sounds impossible.
Well, I don't know. The Australians are
I think
saying
it's
they're
probably-
trying to claim it.
Are they?
They claim
Did it come off the
everything,
south?
you know?
I don't even know if they came off the north or the top. They come off the bottom.
Antarctica.
Antarctica is bottom, right?
Yeah.
That's our
So
one.
it's going to float uphill.
Woo! It's going to come
It's
to
gonna
New
float
Zealand,
uphill.
right?
It's probably bigger than New Zealand.
That's it. Be able to chip away and put ice in our drinks, like row across to the
Exactly.
row across to the berg.
Chip
Yeah.
off a bit of pure water, put it
That's
into our vodka.
That's it.
We'll be right.
Yeah, this is going to be great.
Oh, I love these icebergs breaking.
We go berg visiting.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Oh no way! That's not it.
No.
That's an image.
Yeah, there's another image of the other side.
They're saying that's how big it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's not Sydney to Melbourne.
Well, the Aussies had it in their daily news
This is
when it
Australia.
broke off.
Okay, that's what they're saying. Well, nobody's got any perspective on that because this city here is Adelaide, right? It's a little old country town with about 1.2 million people in it. But that doesn't give you any scale.
Do you know the Chinese actually wanted to get these big icebergs and tow them back towards China so that they could have
Yeah.
the fresh water?
Yeah.
And all the greenies in the world went, oh, that's naughty, you're not allowed to tow these icebergs.
Yeah. Hey, you know, loads of people get eaten by sharks right here, isn't it? This area here, yeah, this is a main
In Australia?
Area. Yeah, this is Australia.
Lots of sharks in
Adelaide.
Australia.
Yeah. Loads of people get eaten by sharks just there.
It's as big as Delaware.
As big as Delaware. That's pretty good. Actually, Paul, yeah, it's quite interesting. The benefits of professionally cleaned home to the health of, like, this is what I would study if I was you, is you'd go to Dulux, and what's the other name, of the other big paint company? DuPont. And there's one more, isn't there? No, but anyway, Dulux and DuPont. Read their 10-year warranty. Dig deep into their website and read their 10-year warranty, and you may find, like I did when I was doing it, is that the condition of their 10-year warranty, if the paint fails, external paint, exterior paint, fails, in the 10 years they will allow it to be repainted for free, right, or supply the paint for free, subject to you being able to validate that you cleaned that paint once a year.
Oh, yeah.
Right, because you have to maintain the paint. Now, if you just let it oxidize, and then you say, hey, my paint failed, right, then they're not going to honour it. And they've got no intentions of honouring it very often because they know they've got a great product, but it needs to be looked after.
When they know
Right?
the reality
That's
is...
the principles of it. If you care, we care.
But
right?
the reality is not many people also own their houses for 10 years. They move on.
Exactly. Yeah, there's a couple little trick things there because most people in New Zealand, I think, change houses every 7 years, 5 to 7 years.
Every 5 to 7 years they change their cars, every 3 years, houses every 5 to 7.
Yeah, something like that. So they've got the other little trick in there that the owner is no longer the owner. However, that's what you want to look up for, is the warranty clauses on the 10-year guarantee paints. Yep. What's this? Oh, so here it is. This is Antarctica, but it's no scale again, so it's hard for people to know. That's not your fault. And I'm just saying, there it is, this tiny, what looks like tiny, but actually it's a significant piece of Antarctica, but it's not half of Antarctica, like I was thinking. I was thinking it was like significant.
That is significant. Antarctica is pretty big.
Yeah, it's a continent, is it? Is it an ice continent? Has it got any rock underneath?
No, is it a continent?
Is it floating?
It
I can't
looks
slow
pretty
down.
small
Yeah, it looks really small now. So, oh, greenies, we hate the greenies. We know they've got their little place in life, right? Everybody's got to care about something.
I was selling fire extinguishers, and you guys in America will know them. I was selling fire extinguishers in New Zealand for an American company called First Alert. And these fire extinguishers were dual halon fire extinguishers. Absolutely awesome, fantastic pieces of equipment. If there was a fire beside your computer and you sprayed the dual halon fire extinguisher, you keep using your computer.
Wow.
They had dual halon extinguishers in aeroplanes.
Right.
So that if the plane caught on fire,
You
the
can still fly the
extinguisher
plane.
goes off, you can still fly.
Right.
Oh no, the greenies had their way and went, this is dual halon, it's making all the holes in the ozone layer, it's banned, it's naughty. So now if you have a fire in your plane, you've probably got to tip water on it or spray the foam. But anyway, I was going around in West Auckland in New Zealand, and I was selling these extinguishers, and I got to this one house and there was BMWs and Mercedes and some old Volvo wagons, so you can understand where I'm going with who was living here with old Volvo wagons and Renaults. And anyway, these people came out, and I said, asked me what I was doing. I said I was selling these fire extinguishers, and they said, you don't bother about going into this house, you won't be welcome in here. I said, why not? And they said, they're Greenpeace, there's no way anyone in there's going to want to buy these fire extinguishers. I said, well, that makes them really hypocritical, doesn't it? Because I guarantee you the Mercedes and the BMW here and their fridge inside all run off halon to run the air conditioning units, and you won't see them go, I'm not going to drive my flash BMW and Mercedes anymore. The two people that walked out burst out laughing, and one of them bought a fire extinguisher off me.
Yes, nothing like a door-to-door salesman. If you ever want, this is what I got Harrison to do it. Right, at one point in his young life, I said to go and sell something door to door.
No, it's good for you.
Very good for you. What do you learn? What are some of the rules? No is not personal.
No, it's not personal.
Never. I mean, we know that because we're all business people, so we go through it all day long. But it's interesting. Like, it's good training for your kids. You know?
Most guys out there would never end up with a girlfriend or get married if they took no as the answer.
Hello, you wouldn't even get laid, right?
You wouldn't get laid. Your wrist would be broken.
Part of the routine. No is an essential thing.
Your wrist would be worn out. Your wrist would be broken.
You ask for something you're not allowed, and then suggest something that you want, which is less. Right? There's a whole strategy on this stuff. Come on.
Exactly.
Right, you've got to be able to handle no if you're going to be a dude.
Have you seen that video clip?
That was amazing.
No is a maybe.
We need to post that YouTube clip up here.
That may not go down well in America.
No means maybe.
That's another thing that's not the same all over the world. Like, you know?
No means yes. No means maybe.
No, but no is a maybe. That's not talking about girls.
Yeah, no door-to-door sales. Let's go back to door-to-door sales.
That's what I was talking about. No means yes.
No means yes. No is the pathway to yes. Right?
Is there any of you guys out there seen that that YouTube clip of that dark-skinned fellow who is...
what's that dude's name, Harry? The best salesman in the world.
Best salesman in the world, and he knocks on the door and he's selling this cleaner.
Yeah, and he can take the piss out of himself non-stop on being
dark. He says, I can clean this stain and that stain, and he said, this is white on black.
Something about his mama and something about his sister
and Madonna and Michael Jackson, and he is just the best salesman.
That is the best video of all. And that dude's doing good now. Like, I've seen some photos of where he is now. He's like mixing with the rich and famous.
What's his name?
No. There was some story that said he died, so I googled it, and then I found that he hadn't died. Right? Somebody said he died like 2 weeks later, but that's not true.
Yeah, Scott Davidson's seen him. He's awesome.
Yeah, that is an awesome.
We're going to try and find the link for you.
Yeah,
he's
so called the greatest. This guy is the greatest salesman, or something like that.
Yeah, he's so funny.
So it's really worth watching. But the other thing is that no is always negotiable. Right? I think that's another thing.
No is the beginning. Is negotiable.
Right. No is always negotiable. So somebody says no, and you go, okay, that's still negotiable. You learn.
Yeah, here he is.
Here's this dude. I can't get that sound loud enough for you.
They get wider than that.
Yeah. This is the dude. This is the video you want to go and find. It is hilarious. It's fucking...
White's on, white's off like Mr. Miyagi.
There you go. This dude.
Don't sell it to OJ Tiger.
You can't see fingerprints, so don't sell it to OJ. Right, he has got the pitch down.
This guy is awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, you watch the stain.
Yeah, anyway. Alright, let's keep rolling, because they can't hear it. Like, we could enjoy it a lot, but they can't hear it. So, it's a really, really, really great example of selling. And I think that the other thing, like what you see with him, is that new information, like the secret to selling is that you've got to add new information that the person hadn't taken into consideration in such a way that they can take it into consideration regardless of the decision that they've made before they got that information. Right, that was complex, yeah. But you've always got to add new information, or find another benefit find something to throw in, find something to add value with, you know, something which allows them to make a new decision based on new information.
We're going to put the link
John
up for
Heslin
you.
just joined.
We're
Welcome,
going to put
John
the link in
Heslin.
for you. I think I'm here.
There you go. So,
I'm here, I'm
so
alive.
you'll see Johnny's just going to put the link in for that video now, so you can have a laugh about it at the end of the show. Yeah.
It's so funny.
So nothing
What
like.
else have we got on the go?
Well, today.
Keepers.
Oh, yeah, we've still
Keepers
got
are in
keepers.
America,
Grub
ready
keeper.
to go.
Oh, well, see, I'm
They're in
flying.
our warehouses.
California's got them in, so we've
Yes.
already dispatched the 40 from California.
Yes.
And then we've got PA, which I thought was Philadelphia, but it's Pennsylvania. So our Pennsylvania warehouse will probably sign them through and turn them into product today.
Yep.
So they'll go out. Johnny and I are bringing another 50 across, but I think we're going to
We'll get rid of all of those. They'll be
give them
gone.
away.
We need
Yeah.
drinking money while we're there.
We're in St. Louis,
They'll be gone.
right, Missouri. So you want to come on down, right?
Come
We'll
on
be there,
down.
but we may be on the 19th. We may be in Baltimore. We're probably going to go
I'm
in.
going to arrange that still.
We're trying to get a guy to fly us across the country, right, to visit him. Like seriously.
We can't say anymore.
No, except he's got enough money to fly us across if he wants to, right? So, and he hasn't seen the show.
We could get him to come to China.
No. We just want to just jump on his private jet and go across and talk window cleaning.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
In
But
the meantime, we're going to be in St. Louis, yeah,
Yes.
and we're going to be there
Under
for
the
a
arch.
week. For a week, you know, so we'll be able to run the show from St. Louis. Jump under the arch if we can
Jump
get
under
good,
the arches.
get good 4G or LTE or whatever.
McDonald's arches.
No, not McDonald's arches. The
I know
St.
there's one
Louis
missing.
arch. Come on, buddy.
There's one
You've
missing.
been there anyway, right?
Yes.
We stopped there and had a bit of a chat with the arch.
With the
Yeah.
arch.
Drop it. There it is. Brad Fennell's here. Good to see you. Who are we going to beam in?
Who wants to come in and
Rick
talk to
Anderson.
us? Who wants to come and talk?
Rick NU suggested before that he was available, right? Rick NU is still here. Let's see what.
Oh,
I can't. What's the time?
good to 10.
Oh,
10 o'clock.
We'll wind up in 5 minutes. Well, his watch says quarter to.
Oh, hang on, my watch
I
is
keep
wrong.
looking at his watch to see what the
Oh,
time
it's
is.
10 o'clock.
Mine says 1 o'clock in the morning.
My watch has got one of those, I got one of those
Alright,
Indian
so that's
batteries
it. We've
in
got
mine.
we've got an 11 o'clock meeting that is really important.
Yes.
Yeah, we used to come to New Jersey a lot, Tom.
We used to. We've probably been barred from that part of the world now.
Probably caught a bullet in the head or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Somebody will-
They'll say it was a
Newcastle
stray one,
or
but we'll
something
get
like
it.
It's amazing what those boys with mafia connections can do.
Exactly.
Oh, well. All right.
Well, never mind.
It is.
That was it.
That was it.
That was it.
It was a great show. Enjoyed it a lot.
It was
Yeah.
fun.
So, yeah, give us feedback, leave some comments. If you love the show, share it with your friends and share it on any other groups or whatever. Not that today was very much about window cleaning, but
No, we were getting there with that. We'll do
we
that,
don't want it
Tom.
to be about window
If we're
cleaning
near
all the time.
New Jersey, we'll give you a call, Tom.
Yeah, we'll come over, Tom.
We'll come
And
over.
then, also, you'll find this, so I'm guessing once a week or twice a week, Harrison will upload all of the shows to YouTube and all of the shows to iTunes, which is Reach It Radio dash This Is It.
I'm going to try and get it to daily so that it just comes
Okay, yeah, if we can do it daily, we will, but we can't always promise
Yeah.
to do it daily. I don't want to put that pressure on them.
Exactly.
But once we've got one more staff member, we can delegate it to a staff member. All right, so.
He's eating dinner.
Oh my God, you can talk to mouthful with us anyway. Jake House, there's some boys that just join us as we're hanging up anyway, so we would love
Right.
to stay and talk, but we can't. But we're on live on Facebook, Perry Tate Wall, 9 p.m. EST,
Every day.
nearly every night,
Ne-
but not
Not
tomorrow.
Monday and not Tuesday. Not Sunday, Monday, or Tuesday.
Yeah, we're gonna, this is episode number 30 or 31, and it's funny as fuck, right? So you'll
Yep.
enjoy it.
Joseph, have another drink, buddy.
Yeah, there you go, Joseph, that's for you. All right,
So we won't be on Sunday, Monday,
I
or
don't think-
Tuesday.
well, Monday, I don't
Monday
think it's
you're
worth the risk.
flying. Tuesday
Me,
I'm
Monday,
flying.
'cause I've got to be at the airport.
Yeah.
I got a car picking me up. No, I got to be at the train station.
Train station. I gave you your tickets. They're there in your
I've got
passport.
my trust tickets, first class,
So,
business class.
Business. Oh, look at this. Look at this. This is just the way to end the show.
Oh, let's do this. Let's celebrate.
Oh my God, what do we
You
get?
can have that.
I get this. Look at this.
What's that? Bombay Sapphire. We'll be able to bring some back with us.
Joseph, we're having a drink just for you, buddy.
Saturday morning.
one shot to finish the show.
Yes, one shot to finish the show.
Here's
When
Conor
will we-
McGregor's
I was gonna think
birthday.
when we'll be back.
Happy birthday, Conor.
Oh, and Chris
And
Dorber.
Chris Dorber.
Hang on, we'll just sing Chris. Chris
Okay.
Drive Chris in, and we'll get the photo up so we can send him to his little pretty image. How's that?
Geez, that
Should we
woke
drink
me up.
first or second?
I think we drink first, then
Okay.
second.
Oh, that was good.
Oh, damn.
Happy
Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Christopher. Happy birthday to
And Conor McGregor.
And Conor McGregor. You.
All right.
It was good night from him.
And it's good night from me.